the foundation of sexual energy and creative potential. The idea that sexual energy is the cornerstone of creation is as ancient as humanity itself. This primal force, often misunderstood or suppressed, holds immense transformative power when harnessed consciously. In ancient alchemical traditions, sexual energy was revered as the prima materia, or the primary substance, that could be refined to unlock one's fullest creative potential. This raw force not only gives rise to life, but also fuels ambitions, dreams, and passions. By understanding this energy at its core, we can begin the journey of transmuting it into a boundless source of creative and spiritual vitality. Rather than viewing sexual energy merely as a physical urge, it's essential to understand its multidimensional aspects. Many esoteric traditions suggest that sexual energy is a direct link to the universal life force, an energy that flows through all living things. In this sense, it's similar to what the East calls prana, or chi. When conserved and redirected, this energy can transcend physical pleasure, moving upward within us to activate higher levels of consciousness. Here lies the potential to unlock unique creative expressions and profound insights, fueling every endeavor from art to spirituality. The process of transforming this energy requires more than just mental willpower. It demands awareness, discipline, and respect. Imagine trying to harness the power of a river. Its strength is immense, but without guiding banks, it can become destructive or chaotic. Similarly, sexual energy needs direction. The ancients believed that this energy could be refined through certain alchemical practices, from breathwork and visualization to meditative focus, guiding it inward and upward instead of dissipating it outwardly. In modern terms, harnessing sexual energy as a creative force starts with awareness and intention. Our desires, passions, and ambitions all stem from the same energetic source. By becoming conscious of these drives and intentionally redirecting them, we cultivate a potent source of inspiration and motivation. This awareness of sexual energy transcends common urges, evolving into a state of focused creativity and self-mastery that infuses all areas of life with vigor and insight. The alchemical transformation of desire. In alchemical tradition, transmutation refers to transforming a substance into something of higher value. Applied to sexual energy, this means elevating our base desires into refined expressions of creativity, love, and wisdom. Alchemists believed that true transmutation required both the fire of desire and the water of conscious refinement, balancing passion with purpose. By treating our desires as powerful raw materials, we begin to understand how to cultivate creativity, discipline, and a higher state of consciousness. Our desires, while often seen as distractions, can be profound teachers. Instead of repressing or indulging in them, we can use these impulses to dig deeper into our own nature. The feelings of yearning, intensity, and passion become a form of fuel when recognized for what they truly are, aspects of our internal drive seeking a higher purpose. In essence, desire, when harnessed, becomes the spark that can catalyze personal growth and transformation. For those on a path of self-improvement, understanding this process is essential. Alchemy teaches that, as above so below applies to the internal and external worlds. Thus, our internal passions and urges, when transmuted, find expression in external achievements and creative works. It's a cycle. Desire fuels action, action inspires creativity, and creativity refines desire. When this cycle is consciously maintained, each transformation brings us closer to our truest, most inspired self. This transformation isn't instantaneous. It's an ongoing practice of acknowledging and redirecting desire. Meditation, visualization, and intentional breathing can support this process by focusing the mind and drawing sexual energy into the heart and mind. By moving energy upward, we start shifting our focus from gratification to creativity, from indulgence to inspiration, creating a rhythm of inner balance and external productivity. This is the core of alchemical transformation, turning the fire of desire into the light of creative expression. Harnessing sexual energy through mind-body practices. For centuries, both Eastern and Western traditions have developed practices for directing and refining sexual energy. In Taoist traditions, for example, practitioners use specific breathing exercises, known as microcosmic orbit meditations, to circulate energy through the body. These techniques allow sexual energy to be retained, cultivated, and used as a wellspring of inner power. Similarly, in yoga and tantra, practices involving pranayama, breath control, and bandhas, energy locks, channel energy upward, fueling both mental clarity and physical vitality. Breath is a vital part of harnessing this energy. It acts as a bridge between body and mind, between instinct and intention. Techniques such as deep diaphragmatic breathing, along with specific visualizations, help guide sexual energy away from purely physical release, allowing it to instead nourish the nervous system and feed the mind. This process creates a natural redirection that increases focus and heightens awareness, turning previously unconscious urges into channels of creativity and insight. Meditative practices also play a crucial role in the transmutation of sexual energy. By stilling the mind, we gain awareness of where energy resides in the body and how it can be consciously directed. Visualization exercises where one imagines energy moving from the lower centers of the body to higher centers enable this transformation. When practiced consistently, these techniques amplify both creative potential and spiritual awareness, turning an ordinary life force into an extraordinary reservoir of insight and inspiration. Physical practices, including yoga or qigong, offer grounding and structure to this process, allowing us to manage and harmonize intense energy. Stretching, controlled movements, and mindful postures align the body's energy centers, or chakras, enabling sexual energy to flow unobstructed. These practices not only support the body's health, but also encourage a profound sense of inner harmony, amplifying our capacity for creative expression and spiritual development. Cultivating the alchemical key for creativity and spiritual growth. The culmination of transmuting sexual energy lies in its application toward creativity and spiritual growth. Once refined, this energy can fuel our creative pursuits, whether artistic, intellectual, or interpersonal. The energy that once fueled fleeting desires transforms into a focused drive to manifest deeper aspirations and goals. Many spiritual masters and artists have spoken about the divine inspiration that follows this refinement, a state in which creativity flows effortlessly, fueled by an inner reserve of untapped energy. At this point, creativity and spirituality are no longer separate, but converge into a singular, elevated state of being. In such a state, sexual energy merges with the higher mind, igniting intuitive insights and expanded consciousness. We become conduits for creative inspiration, able to channel our unique ideas and visions with remarkable clarity. This alignment with a higher purpose transforms ordinary actions into extraordinary contributions, making our creative expressions a form of service to the world. Spiritual growth, too, deepens as the alchemical process unfolds. The journey of mastering sexual energy becomes a path of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Each creative breakthrough, each flash of insight, is a reminder of the limitless potential within. As we continue to refine this energy, we connect more deeply with our true essence, discovering that sexual energy is not just a force of the body, but a divine tool for enlightenment and transformation. Living in alignment with this energy fosters a sense of wholeness and fulfillment that transcends ordinary existence. The alchemical key reveals that true power lies not in control or suppression, but in conscious integration. By embracing sexual energy as a sacred creative force, we unlock a life filled with meaning, purpose, and boundless potential, realizing that our true power has been within us all along, waiting to be discovered, refined, and shared with the world. The role of discipline and intentional living in alchemical transformation. The journey of transmuting sexual energy into creative power demands a solid foundation of discipline and intentional living. Without commitment and structure, the powerful force of sexual energy may easily dissipate or become misdirected, leading us back to impulsive patterns and fleeting satisfaction. Discipline, in this context, isn't about restriction, but about harnessing and directing energy with a higher purpose. By cultivating practices that align with our intentions, we develop the strength to channel sexual energy effectively, fueling lasting creative and spiritual fulfillment. Intentional living forms the cornerstone of this alchemical process. When we approach life with purpose and clarity, we're better equipped to direct our energy toward meaningful goals rather than allowing it to scatter aimlessly. Each decision we make, from daily habits to long-term pursuits, either strengthens or weakens our ability to channel energy. Setting intentional practices like journaling, goal setting, or meditation helps reinforce this focus, encouraging us to continually reevaluate our path and redirect our energy toward our highest intentions. Developing discipline around lifestyle choices further supports this transformation. Abstaining from activities that deplete energy, like excessive consumption or indulgence, allows us to maintain the reserves needed for creative and spiritual growth. Similarly, nourishing the body through mindful eating, regular exercise, and sufficient rest fortifies our foundation, creating a vessel strong enough to handle the intensity of transmuted sexual energy. These practices are small, consistent actions that collectively cultivate a life aligned with creative and spiritual expansion. Lastly, the discipline of patience is essential, as the alchemical journey is a gradual unfolding rather than an instant transformation. Sexual energy, once harnessed, requires time to mature into a sustained creative force. Impatience often leads to premature expression or unfulfilled desires. By embracing patience and trusting in the gradual process, we honor the rhythms of both body and mind, allowing sexual energy to blossom into a powerful, sustained source of creative inspiration and insight. Transcending the ego through sexual energy transmutation. Transmuting sexual energy goes beyond simply achieving creative and personal goals. It provides a unique opportunity to transcend the ego. The ego often directs us toward immediate gratification, driven by desires rooted in personal gain and self-image. However, as we refine and redirect sexual energy, we can detach from ego-driven motivations, instead aligning ourselves with a broader, more universal purpose. This process requires humility, self-awareness, and a willingness to look beyond the self, using sexual energy as a means to dissolve egoic tendencies. As we transmute energy, the focus shifts from I to a greater sense of we, fostering a deeper understanding of interconnectedness. The ego, which thrives on separateness, begins to loosen its hold as we cultivate an awareness that every creative act, every inspired moment contributes to the collective. Sexual energy, when purified, strengthens this connection to others and to a higher purpose, helping us to channel our talents and insights not only for personal satisfaction, but for the benefit of others and the world. Recognizing the ego's subtle influence requires ongoing mindfulness. Each time we direct sexual energy into a creative or spiritual pursuit, we consciously choose higher motivations over immediate desires. Practices like meditation and self-reflection bring clarity, allowing us to discern whether our actions are ego-driven or aligned with our higher purpose. This internal awareness refines our intentions, enabling us to use sexual energy not for self-aggrandizement, but as a vehicle for growth, compassion, and contribution. In transcending ego, we unlock the true alchemical potential of sexual energy, its ability to connect us with the divine, both within and around us. By channeling this energy with selflessness and service, we elevate our actions, transforming individual pursuits into collective offerings. This transcendence fosters inner peace, fulfillment, and a sense of unity, illuminating the profound interconnectedness that lies at the heart of creative expression and spiritual evolution. Alchemical techniques for sustained transformation. To fully embody the principles of sexual energy transmutation, practicing specific techniques that anchor this transformation in everyday life is essential. Visualization, for instance, is a powerful alchemical method that allows us to direct sexual energy toward specific, creative, or spiritual goals. By visualizing energy moving through different chakras or energy centers in the body, We guide it upward from the lower centers associated with primal urges to higher centers associated with wisdom, creativity, and spiritual insight. Another key technique is breath control, which works as a harmonizing force, helping to balance energy throughout the body. Pranayama practices, especially alternate nostril breathing and Kundalini breathwork, are highly effective in circulating energy, calming the mind, and directing sexual energy to areas that support focus and clarity. Through controlled breathing, we regulate the nervous system, creating a stable foundation for more profound transformation. Grounding practices such as mindful movement or earthing ensure that sexual energy remains rooted and balanced. Techniques like Qigong or certain yoga postures stabilize energy, preventing it from becoming overwhelming or ungrounded. These practices not only keep the mind calm but also encourage a state of embodied awareness, where we feel connected to our physical, mental, and spiritual selves in unison. This unity fosters an environment where creative ideas can take root, grow, and flourish. Finally, affirmations serve as powerful reminders of our intentions. By repeating affirmations that align with our goals, such as, "I channel my energy into creativity and growth," we reinforce our commitment to transmute energy constructively. Over time, these affirmations become internalized, strengthening our resolve and creating a mindset that naturally aligns with transmutation. Together, these techniques cultivate a disciplined, mindful, and energetically balanced state, providing a sustainable path for creative and spiritual growth. Living as an alchemist, embodied transformation in daily life. The ultimate goal of this journey is not merely to practice techniques but to embody the alchemical process in daily life. Living as an alchemist means continually transforming everyday experiences, emotions, and challenges into opportunities for growth and creativity. When we engage with life through this lens, we see each interaction, decision, and thought as a chance to channel and transmute energy toward higher purposes. This approach turns life itself into a continuous act of creation, where each moment becomes a canvas for intentional expression. An alchemist of life approaches relationships with the same principles of refinement and transmutation. Instead of succumbing to fleeting attractions or superficial connections, we seek relationships that nourish our creative and spiritual growth. Sexual energy, when directed toward love and genuine connection, strengthens bonds and elevates partnerships. This alignment ensures that interactions are not draining but mutually uplifting, enhancing both personal and shared aspirations. Moreover, embodying this transformation means embracing balance. As we channel sexual energy into our creative and spiritual pursuits, we also allow ourselves periods of rest and reflection, recognizing that cycles of activity and rest are essential to sustained growth. This balance fosters resilience, allowing us to return to our pursuits with renewed passion and focus. By honoring these cycles, we maintain a steady flow of energy, avoiding burnout and ensuring that each creative endeavor is approached with clarity and purpose. Living as an alchemist means radiating one's transformation outward. Just as a single candle can light many others, our own refined energy has the power to inspire and uplift those around us. By living authentically and consciously, we become examples of the potential within all individuals to transmute life's raw energies into lasting contributions. This embodiment of alchemical principles, practiced in each thought, word, and action, completes the journey, allowing us to live fully in alignment with our creative and spiritual purpose. Overcoming obstacles in the alchemical journey. Every transformative journey faces obstacles, and the alchemical process of transmuting sexual energy is no exception. Challenges often arise as we attempt to direct our energy away from instinctive patterns, moving instead toward creativity and spiritual awareness. These obstacles can appear as mental blocks, old habits, or emotional resistance. Recognizing and understanding these barriers is crucial, as they are often disguised opportunities for deeper growth and self-awareness. Instead of viewing them as setbacks, we can approach them as integral parts of our transformation. One significant obstacle is the habitual pull of immediate gratification. In a world that emphasizes instant rewards, consciously redirecting sexual energy requires a firm resolve and discipline. This shift involves breaking free from reactive patterns and cultivating a mindful relationship with our impulses. Mindfulness practices, such as observing thoughts and emotions without judgment, help create a space between stimulus and response. In that space lies the power to choose consciously, reinforcing our commitment to channeling energy into constructive outlets rather than momentary indulgence. Another common challenge is emotional upheaval, as sexual energy has a deep connection to unresolved emotions, especially around themes of intimacy, self-worth, and vulnerability. When we begin transmuting this energy, these buried emotions may surface, demanding acknowledgement and resolution. Instead of suppressing or avoiding these emotions, allowing ourselves to feel and process them is a vital part of the journey. Emotional release techniques, such as journaling or somatic movement, support this process, enabling us to move past emotional blocks and further liberate our creative potential. Finally, self-doubt can emerge as we move beyond familiar, ego-driven motivations into higher realms of purpose and creativity. Questioning our abilities, purpose, or even the path itself is natural, especially as we explore new territories of growth. However, by treating self-doubt as an opportunity to deepen self-trust, we transform it into a powerful catalyst for growth. Practices like positive self-talk, mentorship, and affirmations cultivate inner strength, reminding us that every obstacle we face is, in essence, a step closer to embodying our true potential. The interplay between masculine and feminine energies. In the alchemical process, balancing masculine and feminine energies is a vital aspect of transmuting sexual energy. These energies represent dual aspects within each of us, independent of gender, and their harmonious interaction fuels creativity and spiritual growth. The masculine energy is associated with action, logic, and directed force, while the feminine embodies intuition, receptivity, and nurturing. By understanding and integrating both, we establish a balanced foundation for creative transformation and spiritual realization. The masculine energy within us drives our ambitions and urges us toward tangible goals. In transmuting sexual energy, this force acts as the disciplined structure that channels energy into specific directions. Without the masculine's decisive focus, energy can easily become scattered. However, without the feminine's receptive wisdom, this focus may lack meaning or creativity. Together, these energies create a symbiotic relationship, where purpose and intuition merge to produce truly inspired outcomes. Feminine energy, on the other hand, provides the intuitive insight necessary to guide our ambitions. As we engage in creative pursuits, feminine energy allows us to flow, adapt, and trust the process. This energy encourages us to listen to our inner voice, ensuring that the direction we take is aligned with our highest potential. Embracing feminine energy invites us to surrender control, to let go of rigid expectations, and to remain open to new insights that arise through the alchemical process. Balancing these energies involves consciously cultivating both qualities in our daily lives. For instance, meditation and reflection nurture feminine energy, while goal-setting and disciplined routines support the masculine. Each time we create harmony between these forces, we enhance our ability to transmute sexual energy into a potent, creative force. This balance amplifies our creative output and aligns us more deeply with our purpose, enabling us to live in accordance with our highest potential. The role of community and connection in alchemical transformation. Alchemical transformation doesn't occur in isolation. It flourishes within a community of like-minded individuals who encourage growth and share wisdom. When we are surrounded by people who understand the journey of transmuting sexual energy, we gain strength from shared experiences and insights. These connections provide support, fostering an environment where transformation is celebrated and obstacles are collectively overcome. By connecting with others, we find motivation and deepen our understanding of the process, enriching our journey. Engaging with a community also holds us accountable. Whether through spiritual groups, creative circles, or mentorship, being part of a community reinforces our commitment to the alchemical journey. When we witness others dedicated to similar practices, we are reminded of our own purpose and inspired to persevere. In these spaces, we exchange ideas, share breakthroughs, and support one another in maintaining discipline and focus, providing a collective strength that uplifts everyone involved. Building connections also brings opportunities for collaborative creativity, as each individual brings unique perspectives and talents to the table. Through shared projects, discussions, or simply exchanging ideas, we deepen our understanding and expand our creative vision. This interaction mirrors the alchemical process itself. Separate elements combine to create something greater than the sum of their parts. In this way, collaboration becomes a form of energetic transmutation, where ideas blend and evolve into higher expressions of creativity and inspiration. Furthermore, a community offers us the gift of feedback and perspective. Those who witness our growth can offer insights we may overlook, helping us see blind spots or hidden strengths. This external reflection is invaluable, as it sharpens our awareness and fuels our progress. Ultimately, community support illuminates the path, making the journey of transmutation less daunting and more meaningful, reminding us that our transformation benefits not only ourselves, but the collective whole. Integration and the lifelong journey of alchemical transformation. The process of transmuting sexual energy into creative power is not a one-time achievement. It's a lifelong journey of integration. Each phase of our lives brings new challenges, growth, and opportunities to deepen this transformation. As we progress, the lessons we've learned become more intuitive, shaping how we approach life, relationships, and creativity. We move from practicing techniques consciously to embodying them effortlessly, transforming alchemical principles into a way of being. True integration means that every area of life aligns with the insights gained from this journey. Work, relationships, and personal growth all reflect the balance and focus cultivated through transmutation. The way we approach challenges or celebrate successes becomes an extension of the alchemical process. Instead of fluctuating between extremes, we embody a state of centeredness, where creativity flows naturally and obstacles are met with a calm, resilient spirit. This state of balance empowers us to make choices that reflect our highest potential consistently. As we evolve, so too does our understanding of transmutation. What once seemed complex becomes simple, and what once required effort becomes second nature. We learn to trust our inner wisdom and intuition, finding peace in knowing that the journey is ongoing. This acceptance frees us from the need to reach a final destination, allowing us to explore each moment as a unique opportunity for growth. The alchemical process reveals itself as cyclical, where every new phase builds upon the last, leading to continuous self-discovery and renewal. Ultimately, alchemical transformation is about becoming a living expression of creativity, balance, and purpose. The journey of transmuting sexual energy into creative power isn't simply a personal endeavor. It's an offering to the world. By embodying these principles, we inspire others to seek their own paths of transformation. As alchemists of our own lives, we become examples of what is possible, shining light on the endless potential that lies within every individual, and in doing so, we contribute to the collective awakening of humanity's creative and spiritual essence. Final thoughts. In the journey of transmuting sexual energy into creative power, we find a profound pathway to self-discovery and purposeful expression. This process goes beyond mere control or redirection of energy. It is a dynamic reawakening of the self, calling us to harmonize body, mind, and spirit. As we cultivate this alchemical balance, we unlock a potent reservoir within, fueling not only our creative pursuits, but also our spiritual and personal growth. Through the principles of intention, discipline, and the integration of masculine and feminine energies, we reshape our relationship with desire, transforming it from a fleeting impulse into a lasting force for creation and enlightenment. Ultimately, the alchemical journey is a lifelong exploration, one that invites us to continually refine and elevate our inner world. Embracing this path brings a sense of purpose and unity, reminding us that each intentional act of transformation impacts not only our own lives, but also the collective consciousness. By aligning with this energy, we become living embodiments of creative potential, inspiring others to seek and realize their unique expressions of purpose and fulfillment. In doing so, we contribute to a broader evolution, one where creativity, balance, and awareness become integral aspects of both individual and collective existence.